Hello. How are you? Does it need to be translated, or it's okay that I speak in English? Okay. No. I have the gift of cerebral palsy, so I have balance issues. So this fine person, what's your name?
Patrick.
Patrick is going to help me balance. So, hello. Did someone just turn on my microphone? There we go. Thanks. Thank you for having me in your beautiful country. Thank you so much for coming and being so courageous to stand for life from the moment of conception to natural death. That is courage today, as you know. There are many voices who oppose the most vulnerable among us, in the womb, also the disabled and the elderly and the sick. And it is with great regret that I come from my own nation of America, where we have aborted over 50 million children since 1973. And it is getting worse all the time. Abortion is legal in America throughout all 9 months of pregnancy. And I would tell you this, as the people of Malta, to stand now and to fight now, because this evil is at your doorstep, and it must be stopped. I speak as one who has survived an abortion. To clarify for anyone that's just walking by, not part of the rally, let me clarify, I did not have an abortion. I actually lived through an abortion. My biological mother was 7.5 months pregnant when she had a saline abortion, which burns a baby inside and out. It is to blind and suffocate the child, and then she's to deliver a dead baby within 24 hours. I was not born in a hospital. I was born by the power of Jesus Christ alone in an abortion clinic. Thank you, Patrick. So, I should be dead, but I am not. And if abortion is, if abortion is merely about women's rights, then what were mine? I want to tell you this argument that is being used, this fight that you're having right now, is really about ushering in abortion into your country and the devaluing of life at all levels. And you need to know this, and I think you do know this. You're very intelligent people. But I am telling you, from where I come from, you need to fight. And you need to fight with love and grace and fearless conviction in the face of death. And you also need to fight with forgiveness in your heart. And full of Jesus. The only way, even though this is very unpopular to say, I am not used to being popular, and I was not born to be popular. I was born to stand up for the truth. The only way to fight death and to defeat it is by Jesus Christ. So, I always say, I'm adopted, but I've had a difficult childhood, although I do just love adoption. But I will tell you this, I'm not a victim. I'll tell you that you cannot, it's my favorite thing. Don't mess with me, my father runs the world, is one of my favorite things to say. You can try your best, but your best will never be good enough. I may have cerebral palsy, I may be a tiny woman, but I'm full of the strength and the power of God. And and also this, before I sit down, I don't want to stay up here too long, but I want to just applaud you once again for your courage. I want to tell you that I have forgiven my biological mother for what she has done. Because it's a waste of time to be a victim, and it's a waste of time to be bitter. We are not where we come from. We're not defined by where we come from. We are defined by the Lord alone. And in particular, I am defined by Jesus. So no matter what has happened to me, I don't run around crying about what has happened to me. I can stand up and we can change generations rather than succumb to the whims and the opinions of the current time. We stand for truth. We don't stand for whims and trends we stand for principle. We stand and we do not sit down. We stand, having done all to stand. And me, literally, I have cerebral palsy, ladies and gentlemen. I have done all that I can do to literally stand. Do you have any idea what it takes for me to stand up here? And in fact, I do consider that a gift because it's just a picture of what I'm called to do with my life. It is difficult for me to stand, but, you know, I wasn't called to an easy life, and neither were you. You were called to an extraordinary one. Life is a vapor. Your life is a vapor. You're here today and gone tomorrow. What kind of person do you want to be? Stand up and be courageous. And in conclusion, let me say this. We have forgotten very often the value of adversity. Adversity can be a beautiful thing. I may be disabled, but you cannot look at me as a healthy person and determine how valuable my life is or how much I do or do not enjoy it. I love life more than you can possibly imagine and more than most who have all of their capabilities and people who are whining about nothing so very often. So let me tell you this, no matter what your adversity, God has a plan for you, He has a purpose for you, and it cannot be thwarted. It absolutely cannot be thwarted. You are valuable, you are beloved of God, and don't you forget it. And you walk out of this rally knowing that He is looking upon you, He is waiting for you, you just call to Him, and He has great and mighty plans for you. But listen, Malta, listen to me. I'm leaving now, but listen to me. You stand in courage and you stand in the power of Jesus and you stand and defend the most helpless and the most vulnerable, and the Lord will bless you for it. Thank you.